Hello. I am going to go through all of this review, the things you should know review. The first section will get you ready for your test on the 15th. It has to do with finding area, finding surface area, and polygons and polyhedra. So let's begin. To find the area of a parallelogram, all you have to do is base times height. To know where the base and height are, look for the right angle. The right angle will point you to the base and height. Here's the right angle symbol, therefore, these must be the base and height. To find the area of this parallelogram, all you have to do is 8 times 5. 8 times 5 is 40. So therefore, the area is 40 square millimeters. In number 2, the problem is that it doesn't give us any numbers, so we will have to find our own. I could try to use this as the base, but I can't know how long that line is because it's not horizontal or vertical. It is oblique. So I won't use that as the base. Instead, I can use this as the base because it goes vertically, so therefore it goes along the grid lines. Let's count how many grids that is long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Therefore, the base is 7. Now I need the height, and remember how I need a right angle? So here's a right angle, and I can go along this way. That's a right angle right there, and that's useful for me. So I can use this line as the height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So to get the area, all I have to do is multiply the base times the height. 7 times 6, and 7 times 6 is 42. So the area of number 2 is 42. Let's move on. Find the area of the triangle. Area of a triangle is base times height, just like a parallelogram. But because 2 triangles make up one parallelogram, to get one triangle, we have to then divide by 2, or find half. Again, we're looking for the base and the height, and again, we're looking for the right angle. So here's the right angle. That means that's the base, and that's the height. So to find the area of this triangle for number 3, I will do 20 times 8, but because it is a triangle, I will divide by 2. 20 times 8 is 160, divided by 2 is 80. Therefore, the area for number 3 is 80 square inches. Just like for the parallelogram, for number 4, we'll need the base and the height, and again, we'll use this vertical line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's the base is 12. Now we'll need the height, so I'll go all the way to the point. We'll use this line segment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The height is 6. And to find the area, I will do 12 times 6 divided by 2. 12 times 6 is 72. Divided by 2 is 36. Therefore, the area of this is 36 square units. Now we'll find the area of a complex shape. So I want to cut this into pieces so that I have 2 separate pieces both of which are either triangles or rectangles or parallelograms, because those are the shapes that I know how to find the area of. So I will draw a line segment this way, cutting this into a triangle and a rectangle. So I will find the area of the triangle, I will find the area of the rectangle, and then I will add those 2 together to find the area of the whole thing. Triangle, we need the base. Well, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is the base. And then we need the height. We'll go up to the point. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the height. So for the triangle, I will do 10 times 4, but divided by 2 because it's a triangle. 10 times 4 is 40, divided by 2 is 20, and the triangle's area is 20 square units. Now we'll do the rectangle. I know that the base is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. The height is 4, so 10 times 4. I do not divide by 2 because it is not a triangle. It's a parallelogram or a rectangle. 10 times 4 is 40. And then to find the total, I do 40 plus 20, and 40 plus 20 is 60. Therefore, the area of this whole entire shape is 60 square units. Let's move on. Now, you also have to know when are things polygons and when are they not polygons. Polygons have to have three things. They have to be closed. They have to be made of straight sides. And they have to have no crosses. So, this has curviness, so not that. This has curviness, so not that. This has straight sides and is closed. This has straight sides and is closed with no crosses. Those two are polygons. This is not a polygon because that doesn't connect. Therefore, this is open, not closed. Why is this not a polygon? Well, it's because it doesn't have straight sides. All the sides are curvy. By the way, it doesn't have to be all the sides being curvy. If one of the sides is curvy, that's enough to make it not a polygon. Next, now you have to be able to explain the difference between finding the area of a triangle and finding the area of a parallelogram. So if the base of a parallelogram is 6 and the height is 8, all we have to do is 6 times 8, and that's 48. Showing how I get my answer, 6 times 8. Triangle, 6 times 8, but dividing by 2 because it's a triangle, 48 divided by 2 is 24. Why are those two questions not equal to each other? Because triangle, you divide by 2. Parallelogram, you do not. And that's as simple as that. Divide by 2 for the triangle, don't divide by 2 for the parallelogram. Okay, find the missing height. Here's the height. We don't know what it is. It goes up and down. I know that because that's the right angle. I also know that this is the base, and since the opposite sides are equal, if that's 4, the base is 4. The base is 4. The height, we don't know. And the area is 24, and I know that because it says the area is 24. So, I need to know 4 times what equals 24. Well, I happen to know what that is, but if you don't, the inverse of multiplying is dividing, so you would do 24 divided by 4. 24 divided by 4 is 6, therefore the height must be 6. 6 inches is the height. Let's move on. All right. Identifying types of polyhedron. Well, you have two types. You have prisms and pyramids. Prisms have rectangles on the sides. Pyramids have triangles on the sides. So, triangular prism, well, here are rectangles, here are triangles. This one must be a pyramid, and this one must be a prism. And are the bases triangles? Yes, here's a triangle, here's a triangle. This entire thing is the triangular prism. This one, it doesn't ask us to identify it, but just for information's sake, this is a rectangular pyramid. Okay, so find the surface area of this polyhedron. Here's a net made up of 4 identical triangles and a square. Okay? If the net were folded, what polyhedron? Well, it looks a lot more like this than it does that. Therefore, this will make a square pyramid. It is a pyramid rather than a prism because it has triangles. It is a square pyramid because it has a square as the base. What is the area of one triangle? Well, the base is 6 and the height is 10, so we'll do 6 times 10, but divided by 2 because it's a triangle, and that means one triangle is 30 square millimeters. What is the area of the square? Well, the length is 6 and the width is 6, therefore that's 6 times 6, or 36 square millimeters. What is the surface area of the polyhedron? Well, we have the square at the bottom, plus the side of 30, plus another 30 for another triangle, plus another 30 for another triangle, and plus another 30 for another triangle. That would be the same as doing 36 plus 4 triangles. Either way, you're doing 36 plus 120, and 36 plus 120 is 156 square millimeters. Let's move on. So, that is everything that you need to know for your test on the 15th. You also have some things that you've learned since we've done area. We've learned about ratios. So I'm going to go through the section on ratios now. The key idea of ratios is that it's always multiplying or dividing. So in every single one of these questions, first, find what to multiply by, and second, multiply. So, for example, we have 12 ounces of blue and 9 ounces of red makes purple. To go from 12 to 4, that is dividing by 3. So I've decided what to multiply by. I'm multiplying by 1/3 or dividing by 3. And then 2, I won't multiply or divide. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. And that answer is 3 ounces of red. Now we'll go from, this is 36, and that's ounces of red. So we'll go from 9 to 36, which is multiplying. 9 times 4 is 36. So therefore, what should I do to 12? I should do 12 times 4 also. And 12 times 4 is 48. And that's how I got 3, and that's how I got 48. Okay? Again, now we are calculating the amounts for recipes when the number of servings changes. For step 1, find out what to multiply by. 5 servings becomes 20 servings. To go from 5 to 20, we multiply by 4. So what are we doing? We're multiplying by 4. So now, what should we do? We should multiply by 4. 8 green beans, 8 times 4, 32 ounces of green beans. 6 garbanzo beans, 6 times 4, 24 ounces of garbanzo beans. 10 kidney beans times 4, 10 times 4, 40 ounces of kidney beans. 32, 24, and 40. All because 5 times 4 is 20. So what we're doing is multiplying by 4. Going on. Again, find out what to multiply by, and then multiply by it. This is strawberries, so we compare it to strawberries up here. 15 to 5 is dividing by 3, so what do I do to 6? I do 6 divided by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2 oranges. This is going from oranges. Oranges are 6. How do I get from 6 to 24? I multiply by 4. So what should I do to the 15 strawberries? I should multiply by 4. 15 times 4 is 60. 15 times 4. Okay? Find an amount given a situation and a change in the quantity of one or another. So this is 18 pizzas. We look up here, that's 2 pizzas, and I think to myself, how do I go from 2 to 18? To go from 2 to 18, I do 2 times 9 equals 18. So therefore, what should I do to 6? I should do 6 times 9, which is 54 mushroom slices. So now this is 24 mushroom slices, 6 mushroom slices to 24. How do I go from 6 to 24? I multiply by 4. So therefore, what should I do to 2 pizzas? 2 pizzas times 4. 2 times 4 equals 8, and that is why it will now make 8 pizzas. Finally, last questions. Now it says to name another. That means we could multiply by anything we want. We can't figure out what to multiply by. It doesn't give us any information about any goals. So we can use literally any number I want. I'm going to use the number 16. Why 16? Doesn't matter. I chose 16. So pick up the calculator, put 8 times 16 and 3 times 16. 8 times 16 is 128. 3 times 16 is, 3 times 16 is 48. And that would be another equivalent ratio. And that's the whole thing. If you have any questions at all, send your teacher a Schoology message.